Here's how I went from 0 to 100,000 followers on TikTok. I'm blowing the lid open on all of my best kept secrets and strategies that I personally use to get to 100,000 so that you can do it as well. Let's get into it. So firstly, this is the niche that I started off with. The account Barbarian Body is my fitness account. Now, I grew this account to 100,000 followers, but to start, I was not good at what I was doing. You see this video right here? I really had no concept of what I'm doing. This is just a video I recorded of myself just talking to a camera. I didn't even use a sound. I messed that up, used a trending sound. So I had zero idea of what I was doing to start. It's not like I was just great at TikTok to begin with, but these are the strategies that I used to learn to get better. So the very first thing that I did that was super smart was I started putting out different types of content, and I did it pretty consistently. I didn't just film like 2 or 3 videos in a month. I started to film about 2 to 4 per week. And every time I created one of those pieces of content, I tried different strategies. Now I did trending things where I would try and make it related to my fitness niche. And then I also started to do some how-tos and explainers. Now, what I noticed was about 20% of the time whenever I did a trending thing, it worked, and it worked pretty well. It got me 100,000 views, or somewhere about 60,000 to 200,000 views. That's more realistic. However, the other 80% of the time when I was trying the trending stuff, it kind of wasn't working for me. So I didn't focus too much of my time on doing the trending stuff. Now, when I was doing the how-to and the explainer, now I wasn't getting as many views. However, what I was putting out was getting a higher average view total. And that's when I decided, okay, let's start to focus on this. This is also returning a lot more followers as opposed to just doing the trending stuff. So that's when I started to stick to my path of doing how-to and explainers. And every now and then when I was like, you know what, I think I could kill this trend, I would do a trending thing, but honestly, I probably do it like once every 2-3 weeks. It wasn't very consistent at all for the trending stuff. Now, the main thing that helped me to actually succeed on TikTok was you have to be inside the environment. You have to use the application. You have to be on it. And I was doing that. But it's when I switched, I had this paradigm shift. Instead of just mindlessly watching other people's content for the entertainment or for the information, I started to look at it and say, what exactly are they specifically doing that is getting them this amount of views? Where are they putting their titles? What are the titles that they're using? How are they using hashtags? How are they using different camera angles? How are they getting all this footage here? How are they talking in the videos? How are they getting to the point? Also, how are they using a hashtag strategy? Now, when I started watching TikTok from this lens here, I started to be able to kind of see through walls and around corners because I started to make sense of it all. And I'm like, okay, I see why this video did well. They used this title, this topic, and filmed the video in this way. Okay, well, let me go ahead and try to apply this with my own next TikTok that I'm going to do. And I instantly would start to apply these little things that I would take from other creators that were both, 1, in my niche, and 2, not in my niche, but were seeing a lot of success, and instantly started to apply it to my videos. Now, here's the other big thing too. When I was putting out content at first on TikTok, I would just go, all right, let's do a TikTok. What video do I want to make today? I'd spend like 10 seconds thinking about it. Okay, I'm going to do a bigger arms video. All right, let's film it. Grab the tripod, set it up, film. No thought, no process at all. And those views that I would get for those specific videos, they weren't very good. I mean, every now and then I would get a video to pop off, but they weren't the highest amount of views, even when I was doing my how-tos and explainers. However, once I actually started to, okay, let's think this out here. Let's reverse engineer some of the most popular topics that are in my niche, in the fitness niche. And some of those would include, belly fats, getting bigger arms, abdominal workouts, chest workouts. And let's start to make content about that. So once I took the time to actually think about, okay, this is the exact content or the topic that I'm going to do. Now let's start to actually script the video. And when I say script, you're not writing out word for word what you're saying. You're not reading off of a script. I would just write loose bullet points on a whiteboard. Actually, it's super similar to this. This is literally my script that I have for this video here. Just write a loose, brief bullet points list and then start thinking of, okay, what are the angles I want to get for this video? What are the topics that I want to cover? How long do I want this video to be? What's the title going to be? So once I actually started to do that and focus on creating the quality of the content and not just putting out as many videos as I possibly could, that's when I noticed each piece that I was putting out started to gain a lot more leverage and get a lot more views. So that was one of the most important things. Now, when it came to how I was scripting all of these videos, again, I learned how to create this good content because I was watching other creators and I was looking at specifically, okay, how are they doing this? Why are they doing that? But once I found this information out, I went into the Notes app in my iPhone and actually wrote down little things like, okay, have the title at the top of the video or have the title in the middle of the video. Because when I first started, I had the title at like the bottom of the video because I didn't want it in front of me. I didn't want it blocking anything. But when I would post it to TikTok, the description would cover it, the hashtags would cover it. Nobody could even see it. And those videos often performed very poorly. So then I started to actually place, okay, titles top or dead center in the middle, because all the content that I was putting out, when I started to test it, I noticed those videos seem to do a lot better because that's the title. That's like the main thing that is going to get the viewer to stop scrolling. And then directly after that, it's your first hook. So within the first 1 to 3 seconds. Now, in addition with this title, I didn't just write any old caption. I made sure it was captivating. It was something that would actually get the viewer to stop and go, hang on a second, this is actually pretty interesting. So when you create the titles, it's super important that you spend your time. I take about 60 seconds writing, rewriting, and perfecting that title so that I can get somebody to stop scrolling when they read it. Now, from there, I also took into consideration the hook. I really focused on making that very first 1 to 3 seconds as interesting, get to the point, in your face, directly talking to my audience, not talking about me, but something that would relate with my audience. And when I really focused on making that captivating hook in combination with the perfect title, in combination with the title in the perfect spot, and in combination with the perfect topic, that's when I started to gain a lot of success. Now, once you have that stuff covered, that is your bread and butter. That comes before the hashtag strategy, your trending sound strategy, your time posting strategy. That's ultimately the most important. So once I had that covered, the next thing I wanted to do was, okay, let's get into the hashtag strategy. And at first I would just throw random hashtags like fit, fitness, whatever. And it was just way too broad. Then what I started to do to start to see more success, was niche it down, all right? So if I'm talking about how to lose belly fat, in the hashtag, I'm gonna use hashtag how to lose belly fat, hashtag belly fat, hashtag fat loss. That's gonna be a lot more niched and specific to that actual piece of content. And then additionally, I started combining 2 trending hashtags, which I would find from the Explore page. It used to be when you would type a hashtag in on your description, they would show you the trending hashtags, but that feature has since been removed. So I would just go to the Explore page. I would do 3 niche related specific hashtags, such as belly fat, how to lose belly fat, and then additionally 2 broad trending hashtags. And I combine that with a good quality description that either asked a question, which would promote the viewers to actually go into the comment section and either answer, or something that just went hand in hand with the video. It really wasn't too important on the description behalf. Then from there was the trending sounds. At first when I started, I was like, okay, what sound am I going to put on this? Let's put, some Future song that I liked from like 4 years ago. Yeah, well, it's not trending. It's not something that's popular. When you start to use trending sounds in combination with a good hashtag strategy, in addition to the most important part, putting out great content, that can actually have a pretty big impact on the leverage you're going to be able to get from the TikTok algorithm. So what I would do would go to my FYP page. After I've already filmed my TikTok, I drafted it. I would go to the FYP page and I would start scrolling through the videos. And I would find a trending sound that was not just trending, last month, but is trending in this moment. Typically, I like to see if it's trending within the past 6 days. If people are getting, 20,000 likes on a video, 100,000 likes on a video, 1 million likes on the video, using that trending sound within the past 6 days. And I like to see if other creators are getting success with it as well. Once I've found that and I feel, the trending sound kind of works with my video, it works with my branding, boom. Grab that from the FYP. I hit add the sound to your favorites. Then I go back on over to the draft of my TikTok video, add that trending sound to the video, get the volume perfect. You don't want it too loud where you can't hear you talking, but you don't want it too quiet where it doesn't add that benefit, of having a trending sound in the video. And that's when I meshed that together. With this strategy, I started to create the perfect storm for my videos to start to take off. Now, in addition, I did forget about this part, was thinking about the time of when I was posting. Now, what I learned was you want to actually post your videos in the time zone that you're going to be posting at a time when most people are going to be on. Are most people going to be on at 11 p.m.? I don't care if you've worked all day filming your TikTok and you're ready to finally post it at 11 p.m. If you post it at that hour, there's not going to be a lot of people actually on the platform. So what you want to do is actually align the time that you're going to post the video with a time when most of the traffic is going to be on TikTok. And a simple and easy way to do that is just to go into your TikTok analytics, hit your followers, scroll to the bottom, and you can see all of the times when your viewers are going to be on. Align your posting with those times in addition to the perfect storm of everything else you were doing for the TikTok or that I was doing at that time. And that's when I started to notice a lot more of my videos were performing a lot better. Plain and simply, that was the main thing that I did. And from there, I stayed consistent with posting, and that's what allowed me to get to 100,000 followers. So that's how I went from 0 to 100,000 followers on TikTok. I hope you learned something. Hey, if you're looking for how to make your first $100,000, yes, that's right, 6 figures, a 6-figure year using social media, I've created you a free checklist. There's going to be a link in the description. You can grab that. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, then be sure to smash that like button down below, and also be sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification icon. Thanks so much for joining me. I'll see you in the next video.